Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary Rules Editor for the NCAA. And today we're continuing our series of media videos for 2024, and we're going to be focused on game action from Week 6. Now, before we get into our video, I want to take a moment to update everyone on our overtime statistics for the season. And remember, we made changes to our extra periods for player safety. Namely that after a touchdown in the second overtime period, a team must go for two. And if we get to a third overtime period, each team's possession series is a one-play, two-point try. And that process continues until we have a win. So for the season in FBS, we've had 16 overtime games, and 10 of those 16 have been decided in the first overtime. 6 have gone to the second overtime, and we've had none go beyond 2 overtime periods. So with that, let's get on into our plays. We'll start with a 2-play vignette this week, distinguishing between roughing and running into the kicker. Now, the first play of the vignette, we get a punt, and there's contact to the kicker, and a flag comes in. Now, as we go back and take a look at the replay, we see that the defender, he lays out to block the kick, and he's going to make forcible contact to the plant leg of the kicker. And this is roughing the kicker. Roughing carries a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Now, our officiating standards say it's always roughing the kicker when there's forcible contact to the kicker's plant leg. Now, play 2 of the vignette, it's a field goal attempt, and we see the kicker, he goes down, and there's a flag down as well on this play. And as we see the replay, the defender, he lays out an attempt to block the kick, and he simply slides through the kicking leg of the kicker. The officiating standards go on to say that it shall be running into the kicker if the defender simply runs through the kicking leg and there's no forcible contact. So this was running into the kicker. It's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, half the distance to the goal in this case, and the penalty yardage did give the offense a first down, but running into does not carry an automatic first down. Now, all other contact with the kicker shall be based on the severity and the potential for injury to the kicker to determine running into or roughing. Play 2 is a kickoff, and we see that the ball is caught by the receiver on the dead run near the 10-yard line. He makes an excellent return and is finally down near the 35. And we're going to see number 45 of the kicking team with no helmet. He kind of comes in and piles in on the tackle. And then we're going to see multiple flags come raining in. As we go back and take a look, we see that number 45 is being blocked and his helmet comes off. He gets up initially and tries to retrieve it, but then he comes in on the tackle. Now, by rule, a player whose helmet comes completely off during a down may not continue to participate beyond the immediate continuing action which they're engaged. This is a personal foul for continued participation without a helmet, and this rule is in place really to protect the players. And the rule also applies whether or not the player puts the helmet back on during the down. Play 3, we see that the quarterback, he takes the snap, he's going to scramble away from pressure, and then ultimately he's going to throw the ball away out of bounds with no receiver in the area. Now, we know by rule it's not intentional grounding if the quarterback is outside the tackle box, throws the ball away beyond the neutral zone. But as we look at this with our tackle box here, the quarterback is clearly in the tackle box when he throws the ball away. But as we retrace the steps of the quarterback, he does scramble out of the tackle box and then retreats back in when he throws the ball. By rule, it is not a foul if the passer throws the ball away across the neutral zone without a receiver in the area if he is or has been outside the tackle box. So from a tackle box perspective, we know that once a passer is out, he's always out. So this is a legal play by the quarterback. Play 4, we get a pass out into the flat. It's caught by number 11 of the offense. He turns upfield and is marked out of bounds just inside the 1-yard line by the line judge. But we've got a flag down from our field judge for offensive pass interference. And as we go back and take a look at the outside receiver, he's going to come back to the ball and he blocks 2 defenders, allowing number 11 to be wide open. But as we go back and take a look, the snap was from the 4.5-yard line and the ball is caught right at the line of scrimmage. And by rule, there is no offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference on a play where the pass does not cross the neutral zone. So the crew properly picks up the flag here. There's no foul. But the second aspect of the play we've got to look at is, did the runner score? And we see from the end zone view that the left foot is inbounds and then the right foot hits the pylon. And when the runner touches the pylon, we know that the ball is immediately dead and the runner gets goal line extended. And as we look down the goal line shot, we can verify that the left foot is in. And as we pause it when the right foot touches the pylon, the ball is just short of the goal line and goal line extended. So this is not a touchdown, and the ball should be marked just short of the goal line. So a good spot here. Play 5, we get a throw downfield back toward the middle, and number 5 of the defense makes a great play on the ball, and the pass is incomplete. And as we continue to watch number 5's actions, we're going to get a flag down from our back judge, and we get an excellent announcement from our referee.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense for simulating brandishing a weapon. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Now we know anytime that you simulate firing a weapon, that is an automatic unsportsmanlike conduct foul. If you brandish a weapon, as we see here, and by definition, brandishing is presenting a weapon in such a manner to induce fear, intimidate, or taunt someone. And in our rule, brandishing a weapon is not an automatic unsportsmanlike conduct foul, but it falls under the unsportsmanlike conduct guidelines that state for all actions, if there's any threatening gesture, taunting, acts that provoke ill will or demeaning to the opponent or to the image of the game, it is a foul. This was a correct call. Our last play this week is a routine field goal attempt with a very unexpected bounce. Now we see the ball, it splits the uprights, and it hits a big pole just behind the goal, and it bounces back through the uprights and lands in the end zone. The kick is ruled good, but what is the rule here? So we know that for a field goal to be successful, it must pass over the crossbar and between the uprights and be declared dead beyond the end line, or if it's blown back but does not return over the crossbar, it still scores a field goal. Now the crossbar and uprights are treated as a line, not a plane. So if the ball was over the crossbar between the uprights and it was blown back and returned over the crossbar in the field of play, then the field goal would not be good. That would be unusual. But this kick, it hit the big light pole. It's declared dead there. So the field goal is good, even though the dead ball came back across the crossbar. Well, that's it for our plays this week, and we appreciate your time invested in these videos. And we also look forward to your comments and feedback. That helps us direct future videos. Best of luck to all this weekend.